Hello guys, you're welcome to Coinspace with Austin. Today we're going to be looking at Bitcoin and the price action so far. Bitcoin has done amazingly well and it has pushed up again to an all-time high of 73,000, but it hasn't surpassed that. But after that, we saw the market crashing due to some news factors, and the recent crash was because of the CEO of Binance who stepped down and was later convicted. So that is why we saw the market crashing down. But this on a 1 month frame, you can see that focus on this position. You can see that the market here is has retraced back. Like the market is crashing back. And if you look at the next candlestick, you can see that the market also crashed a bit further, but the investors are pushing the market up. Now, this market is going to be looking at a crash temporarily because right from here the market has been pumping so far. It had a straight up pump, and now you normally the law of supply and demand, when it goes up to a certain extent, is definitely going to come down. But that is definitely not so applicable here because it can happen, it cannot happen depending on the circumstance of the market. But if you look at this chart here now, you're going to see that the market retraced, canceling out a whole 1 month movement. The whole 1 month movement was cancelled here and more, but the market is looking as if it's retracing, but it's coming down. Now, if the market eventually comes down to about this point, to about 40, for let's just say for 48,000, we're definitely going to be looking at a downtrend. Yes, a downtrend before the effect of the Bitcoin halving takes place. So the halving is going to influence the market in the uptrend direction. But let's look at the 1 day time frame so we could actually see exactly what we're talking about and what we're implying. Now, on the 1 day time frame, you're going to see clearly how the market has actually been downtrending so far. If you check, the market has actually been wobbling around this position, and it's wobbled to a point where it came down a bit, and now it's trying to rise again. Now, definitely, with what is happening in the markets now, the confidence of the investors are actually going down because it has moved, the grid level is still a bit high. So that is why we're seeing the market being sustained a bit here. But eventually, we're going to see this market coming down to as low as maybe 54,000, or maybe 50 or 52, or maybe 48,000, which is very, very much possible. 48,000 is very much possible in this market circumstance, but the recent support we're having here is around 56,000. Now, but if the market beats this 56,000 support, which I'm very, very strong that it's going to beat it, if it eventually beats it, then we're going to be looking at a downtrend to about 48,000, and that is definitely where the market is going to pick up from to see the effects of the Bitcoin halving that has happened last month. Unfortunately, we had the Bitcoin halving last month, and then that was when we saw the market crashing to about 56K. You can see that's the preparation for a pump. But if you're an investor, I think you should hold on a little bit because the market is still going to crash over 40 something thousand. There you can actually go in and then hold for a long term. But if you're a day trader, I think you should still wait instead of day trading and then risking your money. But let's look at a much more higher time frame now. Let's look at maybe a time frame of about, let's say a time frame of about 6 months. Yes, a time frame of about 6 months is definitely going to show us here that the market is actually coming down a bit because the market pumped up so high. And if you check where it pumped up from, it pumped up from this position. So there's still every indication that this market is going to come down much more to about this position where the market will actually get a very, very strong balance. So all we should be expecting now is that the market is going to come down a bit. Let me zoom up so you could see it. You can see that it got to this point and now it's retracing. So we should be looking at the market coming down to about 48,000, or probably, let's just say, to be on the safe side, 50,000 is fair. 50,000 is fair, but I think the market is going to see 48,000 where it's going to propel up from because there are investors who are jeering for a crash and getting their funds ready to get into the market. So this is basically how the price action of Bitcoin has been so far, and my prediction that it's definitely going to crash, and I hope it does so that more people will go in. But if you're a trader, trade carefully, and whatever I'm saying here is just not a financial advice. I'm just a guy in his own space. saying what he knows based on what he has studied so far. But if you like this content, kindly smash the like and the subscribe button and do turn on your post notification because I'm Austin and this is Coinspace. Thank you for sticking around.